Hey guys, welcome to the course. As stated, we are going to learn to build actions for Google Assistant. So I'll be using the term actions or app, so don't get confused with that. Both are same. So I believe that you might have used Google Assistant in your phones, even it is an iPhone or an Android phone. So you just have to say okay Google and it will pop up and you can say anything like set an alarm or anything. And have you ever wondered that even you can build an action for that? It's so simple, and we are going to do it here, and that is this course all about. So I'll just brief out what we are going to do throughout this course. So first I will be giving an introduction to Google Assistant that almost half I have done now. Then I will be discussing about the possibilities using Google Assistant. Then we are going to meet some actions that are already present on Google Assistant. Then we are going to meet the various community developer program provided by Google. Then we are going to get familiar with the tools for building actions for Google Assistant, that is actions console and Dialogflow. Both are important, okay, don't forget that. Then we are going to start with actions console. That's one of the main thing. Then we are going to, after getting familiarized with that, then we are going to build a simple quiz app using it. There we will be using templates and all, so we can talk that in detail later. So next we are going to build a website. So building a website is necessary to host the privacy policy of the app we are going to build. Next we will be submitting it for review, and then we will get started with another tool named as DialogFlow. DialogFlow was earlier known as api.ai, and it was occupied by Google and renamed it as DialogFlow. It's a powerful framework for development of Google's actions. Then we'll be building a simple app using Dialogflow. Then we'll be submitting it for review, and then we'll be concluding what we had learned. So that's all in this course. So yeah, let's straight away dive in. Welcome back, guys. So we are straight away diving in to details of Google Assistant and discussing about the possibilities using Google Assistant. Okay, for that I'm just going to this page, Google Assistant's page, and you will find some general details about Google Assistant over here. So do you know its possibilities? Like recently in Google I/O 2018, Google announced that Android things and all, and one more thing, that some code can be added to the Android while you're building it, so that when a person says something related to that app to the Google Assistant, your app will be shown over there and it can be easily installed from there. Some those are some of the possibilities. Then you can build personalized what bots for any business or for any personal needs and all. So that's another. You can include payments and all. I believe you have used something like alarms, like to set alarms, play some funny games with it, rain news and all. So those are possibilities that can be done using Google Assistant, that is by building actions for Google Assistant. So Google Assistant is available over 500 million devices, and do you know what that means? When you build and publish an app for Google Assistant, your app, if it gets approved, will be available for more than 500 million customers or users of Google Assistants all over the world. It's not only getting limited, it will not get limited to your area only, but it will reach all over the world. That's more than 500 million users. And the interesting fact is that this 500 million is just its beginning. It's growing on and growing on. Half a billion, imagine it. Your app will be used by a lot of people if it's great. So what it can do, we'll jump back to this in the next session. Welcome back again, guys. So let's dive into what it can do, and that is our third topic, that is meeting some of the actions on Google Assistant. So let's dive in. Clicking over here, a page will be shown, and this shows that some of the apps that are already available and which we can use it on Google Assistant. So try it saying okay Google, set a timer. Then this clock will open up, the app will open up. Okay, that's some of those things. And if you say, okay Google, roll 3 10-sided die, if you say that, this app will pop up. This is some of the apps that have been already published by users. There are some apps published by Google itself, and I'll show you some of my apps. All of them are not listed. I created a mind reader wizard which will read your mind. If you want, you can try it out by saying I want like I want to talk to mind reading wizard. Or try saying okay Google, talk to mind reading wizard. You can try out IPL quiz as well as World Cup football game and all. That those are some of my options. Not everything is listed out here. So you can publish apps over these, like these things, like what to say, these themes like games and fun, food, drink, business, art and lifestyle, local, movies, photos, music, and all. There are many themes over which you can publish apps. So if you click over health and fitness, info about food, this is an app. I don't know who put that. This is an app for food information. It has good 4.6 rating. That means it is used by some good number of people. This is created by Google, uh, and many of them are out there. If you are switching to music and radio for Spotify, Funtrix, these are some of the apps that are already available on Google Assistant. Last year, Google conducted a competition for developing actions for Google Assistant, and it was 100 years ago. And beautiful app developed using DialogFlow, which won the competition. You can try saying talk to 100 years ago and check out that app. Okay, so these are some of the things that your Google Assistant can do, and using Google Assistant, you can develop actions like this and can make it reach millions of people out there around the world. Okay, so we have done the third step, that is meeting some of the actions on Google Assistant apps. So next we'll be jumping on to the actions on Google Community Developer Program. For that, we'll be seeing in the next module. Hey guys, as stated in the previous module, our next aim is to check out actions on Google Community Developer Program. So this is a very special community developer program created by Google for the developers who are creating apps or actions for Google Assistant. So let's check out that. Okay, let me cancel this tab. Yes, just type in actions on Google Community Program. So take that. Here some of things are, they're saying that they are what, to support our efforts and to celebrate our accomplishments, they put together an ever improving program with benefits and incentives that are try to specify milestones. So you can check out this video later by yourself. So what they're saying is that when you first submit your app, they will send you a t-shirt, Google Assistant t-shirt. Next, they will give you $200 per month for an year. You can redeem it in Google Cloud, only in Google Cloud, okay? And you can do any Google Cloud computing or anything, or you can use it for the development of this app itself. Okay, initially your app will be in Spark plan, I think so. That is free plan. Okay, if you want, you can change it using this $200, which you will be getting after you publish your app. But the main thing to be noted here is that if you are using template, there should be, and if you are using a quiz app, it should have at least 50 questions in it. I will talk about that later. So some of the other milestones are getting initial traction, that is, other than your friends, a whole area or what a wide number of your friends should use it. That is, a good number of friends or relatives or anyone over the world should use it. Then you will be getting this bots, getting initial traction. Then keeping users engaged just simply means that the users just used your app once should come back again and again. Then taking your action global, this means that you should publish your app in more than one language, that is, it should be having a non-English variant. So these are the some of the three milestones. So if you actually want to know any of this one of these milestones, then Google will invite you to the official Google's group, that is for action assistant, for community developer group. That's an official group which you will get only if your app reaches any of this milestone. So next they will be sending you a Google Home so that you can do the testing purpose easily. Okay, free of cost. Yes. Then for every one of your actions that reaches at least one of these 3 milestones, you will unlock some additional perks and support elements. That is for next year your reviews for the app. It usually takes 2 to 4 days for a regular review, and if your app reaches a milestone, your app review will be accelerated and it will be done within 24 hours. Then your action will be shared with their global marketing team so that it can be considered for promotion, if that is good, if your app is good. So this is some of the community developer program. Do check out this video by Ado Green. It's good to watch. So we have completed our 4th one, that is actions on Google community developer program. The next one is getting familiarized with tools for building actions for Google Assistant. We'll dive into that in the next module. Hey guys, welcome back again to this course. So we have completed these 4 modules. Now next one, the 5th one, is to get familiarized with the tools for building actions for Google Assistant. So some of the tools, that's some of the not the 2 tools used for developing actions for Google Assistant are Actions Console and DialogFlow. So DialogFlow was earlier known as api.ai and it was bought by Google, acquired by Google, and was renamed as DialogFlow. Using DialogFlow, we can build customized bots, and it can be integrated to Facebook or Slack or Viber or anything that you want. Okay, it can be used for anything. Like it has got advanced features which is not available in the templates section of the actions on Google. So Actions Console is the main thing, the main tool which can be used to build some apps using pre-filled templates and quiz apps and all. And after developing an app using Dialogflow, to go with the proceedings, you should use Actions Console. That is, the Actions Console is a heart for any Google app. Dialogflow is used for development purpose. For every app, Dialogflow need not be used, but for every app that is that is created using Dialogflow, you should be using Actions Console. You will use Actions Console because all the description part, image part, privacy policy, and invocations and other related terms are what included in Actions Console. So that's it. We can just simply browse it, Actions Console. So I already signed in, and I have already made some apps, so this will be shown. So this is Actions Console. Don't worry about this, I will be giving details about this soon. Next we have to check out is Dialogflow, which was earlier known as api.ai. So we'll be directly going to the Dialogflow website. You just need to go to the console, and yes, you have to sign in using Google. And don't worry, I will be talking about this later, so don't worry about this. Yes, this is a simple Dialogflow setup. So that's regarding this. Okay, this is Actions Console and this is Dialogflow. So we have completed this getting familiarized with the tools for building actions for Google Assistant. So next I will be talking about actions on Actions Console. Okay, don't worry about Actions Console and Dialogflow. You have got separate module for Actions Console as well as Dialogflow. So this was just an introduction. So yes, in the next module we can dive into starting off with Actions Console. Okay, so welcome back again guys. So we are going to start with Actions Console, which is a console used for developing actions for Google. So open a new tab, type in Actions Console and click on the first link. You'll be asked to choose a Google account, so I'm choosing my Google account. Then enter a password, enter your password. Okay, then sign in. So this will be the page that will be shown in front of you. Okay, you will be getting an email saying that welcome to actions console, actions on Google and all. So this is a basic stuff. Okay, you can get the documentation part here, which gives all the details, sample code, API reference, support, overview video. Do check out overview video if you are not understanding what I'm going to say after this. Okay, overview consists of many things, like here also they are saying that which a personal assistant access more than 500 million devices, so your app will be available for over 500 million users. So there are many things I will show you now. So just I'm going to click and add or import project. I'm just going to make you familiarize with it, so I'm just simply typing in some name. So don't worry about this, I don't copy this, you don't do this until I say okay. We'll be creating a custom project next in the next module. Before that, I just want to get you familiarized with the actions on console platform, and that's why I'm creating this sample project. So it's saying that creating a project, this can take a couple of minutes, but it will not take a couple of minutes, just 20 seconds or so. So you'll be first, when you enter your name, you'll be asked to select which theme or which section you want. I'm selecting games and one, since we are going to do quiz in the next section. So you'll be asked to select trivia, percentage, quiz of flashcards, or conversation. If you want to do conversational, then you'll be using, or you'll be redirected to DialogFlow. So for this, for now we are selecting this trivia. I don't bother about this, I'll be saying this again in the next module. So this is the thing which I want you to get familiarized with. Okay, so here decide how your action is invoked. So what is here is that click over here, you have to provide your app's name over here, type in something. Okay, then if you want, you can change the voice. Okay, if there are two male voices and two female voices, then click on save. Okay, then okay, okay, it should have at least oh, it's saying that it cannot pronounce, so I'm going to simply say invocate app. Okay, I'm going to save it, click on save, and uh, okay, invocate is not allowed, so I'm going to use apple app. So I think it will be accepted. Yes, it's accepted. Then go back to the overview page. um, if by clicking here you can add actions, you can test the action by clicking here, get ready for deployment, you can do all the details here. Then all of the can be accessed from here also. So this is the actions console platform. So in the next module we'll be working over step by step to build an app. Okay, welcome back to the course, guys. So in this module we are going to build an app for Google Assistant. So what you're going to do is that open a browser, type in actions console, click enter, click on the very first link, you will be taken to the actions console page. Okay, now what you're going to do is that you will freeze some terms and conditions, you just have to agree with that, and you finally will reach a page where only this thing will be there, and these are my pre-built projects. So I'm going to click here, add or import project, so you also go and click on that. Okay, now what you're going to do is that here you have to enter your app's name. So I'm just going to name the top cricketers. Okay, what you're going to notice while you're naming is that it should contain at least 4 words. Now you have to select your country. I'm in India, so I'm selecting India. Another thing is that you just don't worry about what you're going to name it here. If you want to change it, you can change it later, and this is not the official name of your app, so don't worry about it, just give something. Okay, now click on create project. It's saying that it will take a couple of minutes, but usually within 20 seconds or so it will be leading us to the next page, so don't worry about that. So it's loading, and in the meantime I will see what we are going to build. So basically we are going to build a quiz app using pre-built templates. Okay, and it's quite easy, and let's dive in. So here we have got most popular options here, that is verticals. There's the verticals, say like games and fun, home control, kids and family, food and drink, shopping, business, finance, etc. Social communication, many of them are there. Okay, so since we are going to build a quiz game, I'm going to select games and fun. You can also select kids and family since it includes quiz, but for now I am selecting games and fun, so you can select that too. So after selecting the experience, you have to select which they're asking for which type of game and fun experience would you like to create. So there are four options available, so the difference between them are: in trivia, while after the question there will be three options, out of which one is correct and two of them are wrong. In the case of flashcards, the options are not available. The personality quiz is something different. It's an action that helps to identify the trait of a person. Okay, so we are going to build using trivia. In conversational, you can use we can what completely build an action from scratch, while in trivia and while in these three they have pre-built. Okay, so for conversation you'll be using DialogFlow and we will discuss about it later. Okay, so now we are going to select trivia. So after selecting that, we'll be taken to the real actions console page. Okay, this is the page. So here we can get to all the tools like overview, invocation, actions, and also we are going to do the basic stuff here. Okay, it's saying that we have to decide how. Okay, we have to decide how our action is to be invoked. Don't worry about what invocation is. Invocation just means to call up your app. So click on that. After clicking on that, you'll be taken to this page. Here we have to give the official name of the app. Okay, so I'll be giving the same name, that is the top cricketers. So while naming here, some names are reserved like Google, Facebook, YouTube, Apple, and all are reserved, and there are many other names which are reserved, so you cannot use those. And there should be at least two phrases. Okay, at least two phrases as it says here, and you can read these instructions. If you click here, you can hear the the pronunciation of our name.
The top
Okay,
cricketers.
if you click here, you can change the spelling in such a way that the pronunciation is correct without changing the actual name. Okay, here we can select the voice of the assistant, that is our app action. I am going to select female one from the four available. I think female one suits most of the time. Now you can click on save. If there's no error, your changes will be saved, and yes, it is saved here. No, it says that yes, could not reserve your pronunciation top cricketers because your pronunciation is already in use. So I'm going to remove desktop from here, and then I'm going to click on save. Let's check whether it's available or not. So yes, it's available now. No. Okay, here it's saying that there's only one name without this suffix such or prefix such as the or an. So we should add another word other than that. So I'm going to just add the cricketers on top. So try to not what while you are naming, try to keep it simple and short. Okay, now I'm going to save. So I believe that this will be accepted, and the basic stuff is done over here. Okay, we have created an app, and just go back to the overview page, and in the next session or in the next module, what we are going to do is to build our action, and that will we will deal it in the next module. Welcome back, guys. So what we are going to do next is to add contents for the app that we had built a little earlier. So what you're going to do is that go back to the page, that is this overview page. You click on build your actions and click on add actions. So I'm going to click on that. I have clicked on that. Here we have to select the personality. I don't like these two personalities, that is the Regal Queen and the Montgomery, and that's why I'm going to select Beep the Robot. Then I'm going to click on next. After clicking on next, you will be asked to bulk upload the content for your app. That is, there need to be some questions that had to be asked while a user is using our app. So that's what we are going to do right now. So what you're going to do is that click on bulk upload the content. So for getting the copy of a pre-filled template sheet, click on this link. It will take you to another page and will be asking you to whether to make a copy or not. So click on make a copy. Okay, so after clicking on that, you will be taken to a pre-filled spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet page where some questions are provided. So the main thing to do here is that you should not do first is that you should not edit these 6 columns, that is from A, B, C, D, E and F, and these 7 rows. You can edit this from the 8th section. Okay, so after that what you're going to do without forgetting is that go to this wait a minute, this configuration tab over here. Yes, configuration tab over here. Change the name from the fun trivia game to the your app's name, that is the cricketers on top for me. And here you have to change the number of questions that have to be asked per round of the game, and I'm going to change it to 5. Now get back to the question and answers tab. So one thing I'm going to say is that I'm just going to enter some 10 or 15 questions, and you should do at least enter 50 questions in order to avail the community developer program, that is a t-shirt, $200 credit, and the following things. Okay, the okay, and the other disadvantage if you don't add at least 50 questions is that when your users are using your app, they will get bored when the same question repeats over and over very frequently. Okay, so for the learning purpose I'm doing this, and I'm just going to add just over 10 or 15 questions, and I am going to change this 5 to 3. You don't bother to change it to 3, just I am changing it to 3 because I am going to enter only very less number of questions. So I'm going to enter, okay, who uh, yes, who has uh, scored most number of centuries for India? Who is that? It's Sachin. Next I'm going to add who has scored no, in this column you have to add the questions. Here you have to add the correct answers, incorrect answers, and follow up. You don't have to bother about follow up. Okay, I am going to enter incorrect answers Virat Kohli, and the next one is Sehwag. The second question which I am going to enter is that um, who has um, who was the captain of 2011 World Cup winning in World Cup winning team? Okay, who was it? It's Dhoni. Dhoni. Option is that for Dhoni, uh, Sehwag, and wait a minute, Sehwag, and what else can I ask? Who can I provide? Just I'm going to give Sachin. So since I am doing this for learning purpose, I am going to add some questions from other pre-filled template which I have done earlier. So I'm just going to my drive. You have to enter all the 50 questions by yourself. Okay, I know it's a hectic task, but you have to do it. So I'm going to my drive, and I got a pre-filled template over there. So I'm going to select that. I mean, add some questions from there. I'm going to select uh, which one. Let me check. Okay, internet is of little trouble. Sorry for that. Yes, I'm going to select this IPL quiz. So I'm going to add some IP questions related to IPL. Okay. Yes, I'm going to select from here to over some questions. Yes, I selected till there. I have copied that. I'm going back to here. Now I'm going to paste it here. Yes, I believe that now we have got, yes, more than 50 questions. So now you have got to click here, share. Okay, after saving all these things, I'm just going to enter 5 again. Getting back, click on share here and click on get shareable link. Then you will receive a link. Copy that link. I have copied that. I'm clicking on done. Then go back to this page where you did this. Click on next. Now you have to enter the copied link over here. Okay, that is pasted. Now remove this part. Okay, that is from edit question mark is equal to sharing. Now I'm going to upload it. Now it will say how many rows of questions we had created. So I believe there's around, yes, 55 rows of content. It was successfully uploaded. Now I'm going to create the app. So creation of the app takes up to a minute because it has to validate everything. So if there's an error till what we have done, now it will be shown up here and the app will not be made. Okay, so we are adding, it's getting validated. It will take around a minute. So in the meantime, what we have to do, the next thing, contents, get ready for deployment. Okay, yeah, you have to wait around a minute. It's good being that this all waiting. Yes, it has been successfully built. Now what you are going to do is that you have to click on test app. Okay, here you will be shown created. Okay, now click on test app. It will take you to this simulator page where you can test your app. So you just have to enter what is there. Okay, you can use this mic to talk. Okay, it will invoke this talk to cricketers on top will invoke my
Sure,
app.
here's the test version of the cricketers on top.
Here you can see how it will look on your phone. You can see the request over here, response over here in JSON, the audio, the errors if any, and the
Hi, it's
debugging
time
of the
for the
errors. You can
cricketers
change
on
the,
top.
and just cancelling
Okay,
it here. You can select the language, location, change the location. You can change the surface. That is, we have got phone, we have got speaker and a smart display. So that's all regarding testing. So I believe that this works fine. So I'm just going back to the overview page. So what we are going to do next is to get ready for deployment. We have completed both of these steps, so we are to get ready for deployment, and we'll talk about this in the next module. Once again, welcome back. So what you're going to do is to get ready for the deployment. So go back to the page, overview page over here, and select get ready for deployment, and from that select enter information required for listing your action in the actions directory. Click on that. Okay, now you'll be taken to that page where you have to enter the description over there. So description is here, so I'm going to enter sorry for that, the cricketers on top is a quiz game on cricket. Now you have to enter the same in description a bit more detail. It consists of many questions that can be used to improve your what knowledge. So you can type anything that's rendered and just limiting here. So next we have to deal with the sample invocations. So already there's one invocation present here, that is talk to the cricketers on top. You can add up to 5 invocation, that is you can add 4 more. Okay, now I'm going to click on add invocation. The main problem here is that you can start your invocation with some certain phrases like talk to the talk to app name, uh, and speak to app name, let me talk to app name, ask app name and all. So I'm just you can add if you want. Okay, I'm just adding speak to the cricketers on top. Okay, don't add any extra spaces here or there. Okay, now what you're going to do is add images for that. So here you should add this 1920 by 1080 image, and here that image will appear over here, and the logo image should be 192 by 192, and that image will appear over here. So I'm going to select that. I think I got one over there somewhere there. So photo I'm selecting from my photo. I have got already uploaded some of them in my drive, so I'm going to select it from there, and I'm going to select yes, the same. This is 1920 by 1080 image, so I'm going to select that, click over here, and then selecting that. You can create custom images by using paint and all. And for logo I'm going to select this image, which image, this image, and I'm going to click on select, and yes, it will be, if you're going to click select, it will be uploaded over there. Okay, and that part is over. Now what you're going to do is that click on contact details. Here you have to enter your email ID, and it's must. Okay, .com. Here if you want you can enter your name. I'm just giving one by over here. Don't give that, that has got copyright content, that's mine. And the next thing what you're going to do is privacy and consent. So here we have to host a website which has the privacy policy. So for that we have to create a website and host it. We'll discuss about it in the next module. Welcome back again. So as a continuation, what we are going to do here is to create a privacy policy in a website and host it, and take that link and paste it here. So for that, first click on learn more and click on that. What we are going to do is that click on sample doc. Okay, clicking on that you'll be taken to a page where they have given some content. So what we are going to do is that we have to select that content, copy that content as it is given, not entirely. You have to, this is some instructions. Okay, select it from here. I'm going to select it from here till the end, copying it. Now you have to do is that you can close this. Okay, now open another page, search for Google Sites. Google Sites is a simple platform where we can create awesome websites for free, but the domain name will not be on .com and all. It will be custom Google domain. Okay, so clicking on Google Sites you'll be directed to this page. On from here you have to click on create and select in new sites. I'm going to click on, you can cancel this page. Okay, here you'll be taken to this fresh page where you can enter the content. Wait till it loads. So over here you have to enter the heading. Before that, enter privacy policy for the cricketers on top. So enter the heading here, the cricketers on top. Now click on text box over here. It will create a text box over here. Now paste the content which you copied from the other page. In here, remove this and give your app's name over there, the cricketers on top. Okay, now what you're going to do is that copy this, remove this app name everywhere and paste that over there. Okay, everywhere you have to do it. Everywhere where the app name is present. So since our app's name is the cricketers on top, change that. Yes, so I think yes, we have done that. What's required now? What you're going to do is that change this developer to your name. There's no need to change your name all over there since you're giving it here. Now what you're going to do is click on publish. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, yes, now just click here on publish. This is how we are hosting a website for this. Okay, now click here to get the link and click on get link button. Copy link. Okay, copy the link over here by clicking here. Okay, the link is copied. Now come back over here, click on done, paste this over here. No need to enter anything over here. So the basic get ready for deployment is ready. Now click on save. Since we have done everything correctly, and I believe so, there will not be error and all the information will be saved successfully as it is shown here. So if there's any error when you are saving it, it will be shown over there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, now the getting ready for deployment is over. We have built a website, and the next and the final thing is submitting it for review. Okay, and we will do it in the next step, next module. So we are moving to the final step, that is to submit the app for review purpose. You can close all this, open, come back to this, click on the overview tab. Okay, when you're moving to the overview tab, what you'll notice here is that everything is fine. You have finished all over there. And the last thing, release, you have not created a release for the current draft. So that's the thing, we are going to do it here to submit it for review. So just click on that. Okay, you will be shown this button. Click on submit for production and you'll be asked whether you have tested the actions, and we have read through the launch checklist. It's a simple, and almost all of the things are I have said over here. That's no vulgar content at all. So click on both of them, check that boxes, then now click on submit for review. So now your action is complete and it is being submitted for review. Okay, and that's something to cheer. Congratulations guys, because you have done the basic stuff. You have created a quiz game app, you have done all those stuff, and you have finally submitting it for production. And since we are done everything, and there's no error in our notice till now, it will be accepted for review, and we will get a mail from actions on Google stating that the top cricketers on the list are submitted for review. And the main thing is that the review will most probably take around 1.5 to 1.5 to 4 days. Okay, it might vary from 1.5 to 4 days, sometimes it may take 1.5 days and all. So now our app or action is under review, and congratulations guys for achieving it. I believe you have also done simultaneously along with me. So it's under review. Okay, here we can know the last modified name and all. So it's submitted for review. After, yes, after within 4 days you will get a confirmation email that your app has been approved if there is no problem with that. So, and within an hour your app will be available for you, as well as for more than 500 and adding up customer base over the world. And during that time you can use your action by just simply opening your Google Assistant on your phone and say what to say, like talk to my test app, or talk to your app's name. Okay, your app will be loaded most probably, and yes, everything will go fine. So we are done all the things, that is from starting from understanding how we can develop apps for Google Assistant, that is for why we have to do, for how we can do, and finally we have the came here. So I'll just give the outro in the next module. So welcome back finally to this course, that is to learn to build actions for Google Assistant. So in this, what we had done is we came to know across the Google Assistant what we are going to do over here. We discussed about the possibilities of using Google Assistant. We discussed about some of the persisting actions on Google Assistant. We discussed about the community developer program. We got familiarized with the tools for building actions for Google Assistant. We started off with Actions Console, where we built a simple quiz app, added some content over to it, and get ready for deployment by building a website, and finally submitted it for review. So this was done using pre-filled templates on Actions Console. The next part of this course is to get started with the DialogFlow. So I'm not intending to merge these together because it will be some headache for you. So what I'm going to do is that I'll be creating that as a separate course. Don't worry about the fees and all. You will have free access to that for only for those who enroll to this course. Okay, don't worry about it. You will have free access to it. Okay, so you have successfully built an app or action for Google Assistant, and you can proudly say that you are an Google Assistant developer. Okay, so that's all for this course. Once again, congratulations on completing this course. Well, I will send you the email link and the proceedings of this getting started with Dialogflow personally over the Udemy messaging or over mail, along with the link and the coupon code to avail it for free. Don't worry about it, I will come back. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you. Have a great time, guys, developing actions for Google Assistant. Don't forget to take part in Google competitions and other competitions being held at Google developer groups near you. Say goodbye for now.